Hi guys, what's going on, ladies and girls? This is Namcraft. Welcome to the season Starcraft English commentary. Are you watching? Of course you're watching, because otherwise why am I talking? This is gonna be one of the very nice games in the Laddernet series. I actually had this game on my backlog for a while, but because this game is freaking long, I don't have the time to cast it, so I'm gonna just cast it now. And it's gonna be a very timely cast because this happens at the moment before Rain is about to embark on his second ASL championship. He's gonna be playing against a Terran player, Sharp, in the semis. I think next week, just a couple of maybe 1 or 2 days from now. So that is going to be that, and we're gonna be seeing how he fare against another very strong Terran player. By the way, this is not that old. I say this is a bit old, but it's maybe a week or something like that. So not that old ago. So anyways, I forgot the name, the time of this actual game. But this game is gonna be played on the map Radeon. You already see the map stats and the map photo at the bottom left and the top right corner of the screen. Very balanced map, so I would just leave you to it, just enjoy it. And we're gonna be having Rain at the top left corner of the screen in the red color. Very Protoss befitting. Red is is blood, right? And Terran is blue. Blue is professionalism. Blue is corporate services, which kind of fits what a Terran is. By the way, do you guys know that colors all have different meanings? So if you're gonna be going for a service or product that is very healthy, very earth or friendly, environmental protection, that kind of crap, then you should go for green. If you want to go for example, services like financial services, consulting services, marketing services, maybe legal to a certain extent, then blue is a color of choice because it kind of instills a feeling of professionalism, of high quality services and so forth. So that's what we have. Anyways, the top left of the screen, we're going to be having a Nexus, a forward gateway with gas. This is going to be early Dragoon, and maybe okay, we have a Zealot first to attack, and then we have the Dragoon. But now it looks like Rain doesn't know where his opponent is located. He will be hard pressed to find that his opponent is very far from him as far as his opponent Royo is concerned. A very strong player as well, not Sharp, but still very strong. He's gonna be checking the top left, and looks like the Zealot's gonna walk right past everything. No, okay, he sees the SCV. So this is just very good for Royo to actually defend against this. He's got one Marine coming out. He's gonna make a second one now. He's got an SCV coming down the ramp, and we're gonna have an expansion, but that's gonna be a mistake. You should not be expanding at this point in time because the Zealot is here. You need to start to think about blocking. Looks like there's gonna be okay, not a Dragoon, just another Zealot. The core is almost completed. Anyways, the battle is gonna begin now. We will have 2 SCVs, 2 Marines, 3 SCVs. The Marines need to kind of pull back. The Marines are way too fast forward and they will die. The first Marine very close to dying, but the Zealot is going to get chased back and the Probe will die. No, the last split looks like both players are going to be having some nice macro battles. We're going to be having the bunker coming up now. So very good defense, I think, overall. For our friend Royo, and this is gonna be what Rain needs to think about in the next part of the game, and how he will fare against a very strong opponent like Sharp in the semi-finals. So anyways, if you're watching this after the finals is over, I don't know how does that happen, because that's just gonna be what one of the guys has said in the comments in one of my previous videos, is that I play the game from the future. That's right, I'm back from the future. I'm front from the past. Anyways, Dragoon's gonna be coming out and this SCV is gonna die. Speaking of movies, I recently saw 3 very interesting movies, and we're just gonna name them all. The first movie that I saw was a little bit of a letdown. I expected it to be a lot better, but the rating on IMDb is very high, 7.8 out of 10. It was a Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Have you seen that movie, bad boy? If you've seen that, badass freaking goddamn movie, please leave a comment, because I have something to tell you. That movie was not that great, in my opinion. I think it was a lot of, very smart dialogues, and of course very good lines for the Deadpool. That's what made him famous in the first place, is the dialogues, not really the costumes and the tight butts and the guns and whatever and the fighting scenes. But I love the Deadpool character and the dialogues that he pulls. But this movie, having the multiverse, having the various characters from the other universes working together, was kind of like I think you're stretching your imagination too much. So this movie, I would give it a 6.5 or 7 out of 10 on the IMDb score. By the way, IMDb is the Internet Movie Database. It's imdb.com is the website's URL. It is the URL. It's a website where you have the single-handedly largest collection of movie stats all over the world. It's more than Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, one of the good things about IMDb at the time was that it had a forum where people could actually talk. But after Amazon bought out the website, they no longer allow for forums, so that's a little bit of a letdown. But anyways, I would give this movie Wolverine and Deadpool 6.5 or 7 out of 10. The second movie that I saw was nice. It's actually a little bit better, in my humble opinion, was the movie Alien Romulus or whatever, Romulus or whatever. It's the 2024 Alien remake. This movie was freaking goddamn insane. I mean, maybe some of you think that the quality is not that great, but IMDb score 7.3. I would give this movie an IMDb score of 7.5. This movie shows a nice combination of gore, horror, thriller, and a very nice lesson for humanity about, I don't know, about our meaning of existence, about loyalty, about friendship. And it kind of reminds you of Blade Runner because it's got a robot in it, and this robot is a very nice character that is very much up to dispute. Anyways, the Shadow's gonna pick up the Zelle and the Reaver, so I must end my movie review soon. The third movie that I highly recommend you watch is Wild Robot. It's an animation. This movie is nice. It reminds me of that other movie, WALL-E. Remember the Disney Pixar movie WALL-E from the future? Anyways, the Shadow's gonna walk past everything, and what is gonna be Rain's reaction? He need to take this expansion before the battle begins. He's gonna close himself up with some pylon. Looks like we're gonna be having the base trade. Looks like these looks like very smart for Royo to attack this base first. Where are the turrets? There's gonna be a turret here. He's gonna make it on time. The Shadow arrives. He's gonna land the Zealot. The Shadow with speed kicks in. He's gonna land a single Zealot here to attack. The Reaver to take some shots. That is a nice shot. How many kills do we have? Looks like we're gonna have the attack on the front. The Dragoon is getting blocked. He need to pull back. Looks like the Reaver is gonna get inside the main, and he's gonna take even more shot against the SCV. This is gonna be a dud. That was not such a good shot. This side of the map looks like only 2 Dragoons remaining, and there's gonna be something else to block. The Shadow is gonna. Oh my god, the Shadow is almost dead. The Shadow die. The Shadow dies. He would take with it this turret though, which is gonna be very good. Behind this, what do we have coming out here? Some factories, but on the front side, the tank's gonna push these forces back, and we do have a Reaver to support though. The Reaver needs to kind of slow down because there's gonna be a mine. The Reaver's gonna get attacked. The Reaver will take one shot. That tank dies. The tank dies. There's gonna be Dragoons attacking on the side of the map. This Reaver is still doing 6 damage against the Goliath. The Goliath dies, and Reaver's gonna pull back. The battle's happening on several fronts here. There's gonna be a mine. Drag bombs running out. I tell you that this game is long, so please hold your breath because it's not gonna be the end of the battle. Dragoon's gonna start to attack. Vulture's gonna try to get on high ground, but turrets, bombs are destroying the Vultures. 3 Vultures remaining. There's gonna be a ton of time. What's happening inside of this map? This Reaver is still doing a lot of good shot. We're destroying more stuff, and more actually, that's gonna be a dud, I think, slightly. Anyways, he will destroy this turret. But anyways, behind us looks like we're gonna be having siege mode, but the tank's gonna come out. He knows exactly what is needed here. This Reaver needs to die. The Reaver dies, and so does the tank, and so does one of the Dragoons. But now this these mines are gonna get cleared out, and Probe's gonna get recreated. Behind this, we're gonna be having a lot of gateway and a forge. There's no expansion yet for Protoss, so that's slightly unfortunate. This SU is gonna return to mining. So overall casualties, I don't know exactly how many millions of people died in that war, in that battle, but apparently after the battle is over, Rain is 56 supply and Royo 61. So I'm gonna say the advantage is in Royo's favor, but of course Protoss is gonna be able to expand very nicely here. So that was a nice crazy battles. Behind this, what do we have going on for Terran? We're gonna be having the Academy, so Scanner's gonna be coming up, and we're having the Shadow with speed, so he's gonna try to come in with more attack. Goliaths need to get made, and indeed we do have Goliaths as well as Chan Brewster and +1 weapons coming up for the Terran player Royo. Behind this looks like we're gonna be having a nice float. The Shadow is gonna load up only a Dragoon. He would like to actually have Zealot, not Dragoon. He's making only Dragoons now. There's gonna be 3 Goliaths waiting in the main, and looks like there's gonna be the moment for Rain to decide whether he attacks or he's gonna try to fly in here. He flies into CC. What does Royo see? Royo sees that that Shadow, and he's gonna back up here behind this. We need to have a 4th base coming up, I think, for the Protoss player. We're at the 9 minute and 40 second of the game, and Observer's gonna arrive, but we will have the scanner. Where's the scanner? There's no scanner. Shadow's gonna try to find an opening. There's no opening. He's gonna back out. He's gonna back out. This Observer's gonna move in, and he will see how many factories there are. There's gonna be 4 factories, some supply depots, and more supply depots coming up in the various corners of the map. There's gonna be a small vulture run by. This vulture is gonna get attacked slightly, and that vulture get trapped. So very good for Rain to contain this enemy for the time being as he search up in supply after having that third base. Very good. So for Rain to see that Royal doesn't have any starport, so he doesn't actually need to make some cannons in his various bases. Anyway, Zealot's gonna come out, and a second Zealot. This is the strategy we need to use against a player like Sharp, I think, in the semi-finals of the ASL, if we ever see that. I think we will see it. Anyway, it's a nice scan by Royal to snipe out an Observer. No, the Observer lives! The Observer lives! The Observer lives! This Goliath will come out, and there's gonna be some mind clearance here, and Observer's gonna back down. He needs to back down now because Observer is very dead. He will need to leave the area, doesn't need to stay here anymore. The tank's gonna move forward, and Goliaths are getting ready to do one more snipe. One more snipe, maybe. Looks like the Shadow's gonna fly in from all sides. One Shadow would die, but it's gonna be double Reaver. No, it's gonna be a single Reaver. He takes some shot. The Shadow's gonna unload the Reaver and take more shot against the tank. Double tanks exploded, and Rain is pushing forward. He's gonna clear out all of these forces. There's gonna be more tanks on the high ground, though. Looks like the Dragoon's gonna move right back. There's gonna be a mine explosion. Dragoon's gonna try to move across. There's gonna be a mine explosion against the Vulture. Very nice. Looks like there's gonna be Zealot attacking. There's gonna be more Reavers in the back. This Reaver has not died. Keep that in mind. He can attack the SCV. He does go for the SCV. Some nice shot. The tank will need to target the Reaver. The Reaver will die. The Reaver will die. The Reaver will die. But it's gonna be a last shot. I think a last shot that kills some forces. Dragoon's gonna try to get on high ground and attacking, clearing everything. Very nice attacks here, and that has cleared out a lot of supply for Royal. He's down to 61, and Rain is 83. More tanks attacking against Dragoons. Dragoons gonna go down to just how many Dragoons remaining? Only two Dragoons remaining. This tank is gonna drive the siege on the high ground. Dragoons gonna be do as much as enemy SCV shots as possible. They will hide in the corner, and they're gonna try to target some lone SCVs to kill them out one by one. Vulture's gonna try to lay some mine, and does Rain react? Need to pull a nice mine drag or something? No, he doesn't. But he will kill some SCVs, and that is gonna be the end of these attacks. Now Dragoon's gonna try to come out. That's gonna be a nice mine drop, but the last Dragoons have died. The Shadow sees the situation. What's gonna be happening inside of Rain's base? He's gonna be making more gateways. He's gonna be going for +1 weapons. As for Royal, what is he making? He's gonna be making more factories, and he's gonna float the command center over. We need to have a 5th base, a 4th base coming up. Very nice block by the pylon here. These vultures will need to leave the area now. Indeed, they will leave, and they're going to be looking for that expansion here. Rain has got 1,400 minerals. Need to use them. Vultures for sure will be heading that way. He need to make the nexus now. He's got so much money. He need to make it before the vultures get to that area. And indeed, he's going to put down the nexus. That's going to be very nice. We're going to be having the second Reaver coming out. We are at the 12 minute and 30 second of the game. We have a scan to see the presence of the 4th base. And now these vultures we need to kind of maybe get there at some point. But anyways, for the timing, it's very lightly defended. Royal's base has got a couple of tanks and some turrets maybe, and they could easily get assaulted by a bulldog strategy. But this dropship is gonna be something that would change the matter of the game, guys. Looks like there's gonna be the dropship attacking the 10 o'clock ship behind this. We have cannons. With this cannon, it's not yet completed. It's just started. So the dropship is gonna be to land some 6 shots here. Looks like Vulture's gonna kind of steal the attention at the 12 o'clock ship. We do have a Shadow and a Reaver. It's gonna try to land here, so that pushes these units away. Very nice. The drop has begun here. It's gonna be a single cannon. He's gonna land what in the corner? It's gonna be one single Vulture. Looks like how does Rain react? He's gonna be very careful. Looks like the probes need to run away for their lives. Looks like all of these probes will run away. I think the Shadow need to get involved in the situation. That is going to be a drop in here, but there's a Reaver just pop at the right moment. This Vulture's going to get right in, but there's going to be a cannon that covers this area. So that last Vulture's nice. Yeah. Oh my god, you forgot about this Vulture. You forgot that there was a Vulture. He's going to land a Reaver, and it's going to take some shots, and that's going to be the end of this attack. He probes need to get saturated at this new base. We're going to be having a command center landing now, so both the players are exchanging eye for eye, teeth for teeth, nail for nail, skin for skin, nose for nose. But who's ahead? I don't know. I would say that Royal is slightly ahead, but supply-wise, he's still behind by about 20 supply. So that's that. Anyways, more scanned. What did last scan here? He scanned. Okay, he just scanned some random places. But anyways, there's gonna be a cannon. There's gonna be another Reaver here, and this is gonna be Templar strategy with a lot of high templars getting created. As you can see, some Zealot and some high templars getting created. Protoss is upgrading Observer speed and +2 weapons, I believe, because now there's Digital Dragoons have +1. As for the Terran player, is gonna be upgrading +2 as well, because I think he's 1-1. No, it's only 0-1. Only 1 weapons and 0 armor, I think, so far for the Terran player. Anyways, walling himself up very nicely. This is gonna be the strategy. that you often use when you want to go for defensive position. By the way, Flash is gonna be streaming for the first time since 2011. Excuse me, 21, not 11. So if you're a Flash fan, please watch out, because I will be also casting some nice games of his in the upcoming days. Anyways, you know what, yeah, people were just saying, you know, okay, Flash, you are you are a disgrace to the Starcraft community because you just went for some crypto stuff. I personally don't care. I mean, I don't know, I'm one of those persons who believe that anybody's private life should be separate from their public image, and I watch a guy or girl for what they deliver. For example, I watch somebody who's participating in the Miss World contest for their beauty and their sexiness. I don't watch it for the involvement in the crypto world or whatever, right? Vice versa, if I'm going to be watching Starcraft games, I want to see his or her skills. Sometimes I try to look at the person's wives and see how hot she or he is, but usually I'm there for the Starcraft content, so I don't really care about anything else. But anyways, you guys might have a different opinions, and that's fine. You can feel free to bash me. Anyways, the Shadow's gonna come in here, some crazy stuff. He's gonna land 1 Zelle, 2 Zelle, 3 Zelle, 4 Zelle, 5 Zelle, 1 Reaver, 2 Reavers, and this SB is completely toasted. Very nice shot, very good shot. The tank's gonna be attacking from the high ground. The Shadow's need to go inside the main, and he will go inside the main. He will unload it. There's gonna be a lot of supply depot. The tanks have unsieged. What if we will attack one of the supply depot? He gets both of the supply depot. Maybe he's gonna try to go for the vultures. He gets what now? He need to pick up more Reavers, and he's gonna go to the expansion. These are still attacking the turrets. Very nice. There's gonna be tanks coming to the down south now. But this double Shadow is still alive. He would destroy what? Very nice SCV hit. That was ridiculously high. I think that's like 6 kills. The Shadow is gonna land right where the tank is. 1 Reaver, 2 Reaver, attack the SCV. 1 Reaver is gonna attack the SCV. That's gonna be a dud. That's gonna be a dud. It dies. What freaking insanity happened there? Supply wise, after the battle is over. Red 178 and Royal 148. The game is still going on. There's going to be a dropship there, but that's fine because this base has just come online. There are still no probes, so for the time being, looks like Protoss is able to have his 5 bases coming up, and Terran is about to have his 3 bases. There's going to be more tanks coming out and getting ready. Plus 2 weapons is done, and plus 1 armor is under upgrade. Plus 1 armor for Protoss is underway. We have a lot of Zealot and High Templars underway, so that's going to be a very nice move. I mean, the way the game is going, I'm going to give the advantage slightly to Rain here because he's transitioned safely into Temptor strategy. He's gonna go for more stuff, and it's gonna be a scan. Nice scan. Zealot dropping. How many High Templar can actually cast a storm? He's gonna storm himself, which isn't such a bad idea. He storms more. He storms more. This High Templar's got how many kills? I could not see. Excuse me. I was too slow. My APM was around 100, 110 or something like that in that instant. So I apologize. I could not catch that moment on film on screen. I apologize sincerely. If you enjoy this kind of cast so far, please feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is gonna be in the video description. You can buy me coffee via a lot of methods, one of which is to actually cut one of your fingers and dip it in a satanic bowl and send me the residuals. But there's gonna be other ways. The one of the which way is gonna be using your Zelle account. If you have a Zelle account, please go ahead and send it to me via namkraftvn at gmail.com. Otherwise, you can use your PayPal or your credit card to do any those transactions. You can also even send me crypto on Binance. I have a Binance account. All of those methods are described in the video description. So if you have some mercy on my poor soul, if you want to actually, reward me for something that I'm doing for you guys, please feel free to buy me coffee because this next battle is going to be insane. It's going to be a sick mind drag. Looks like the Zealot's going to pull back, and the supply depot will fall. So that was an inefficient trade, I think, for Rain. But he needed to clear some side. Maybe he's going to be going for carriers. No, he's not going to be going for carriers. He's going to be just making some random stuff in the corner. We are going to be having probes transferring to this other base of the map, which is very nice. Going to be having more gateways coming up. It looks like Royal is going to be scanning for the presence of the 6th base. He wants to see where the forces is going to be. Zealot attacking. There's going to be High Templar. There's going to be a mine here. High Templar casts a good storm, 2 good storm, and they will morph into Archon. No, they don't morph. Looks like High Templar gets sniped, but there was some nice attack against position. Nice D-Matrix. The tanks need to get targeted upon, not the D-Matrix and the other tanks. How many tanks remain? There's still a lot of tanks remaining. The Dragoons are actually thinning out very crazy. At the last minute, looks like Protoss gets pushed back, and this base is safe for the time being. Remember that this is Radeon, so you actually have these spaces that can get exploited by the dropships, by the Shadow. So that's something we need to think about in the next part of the game. Looks like Rain has lost a lot of supply in that engagement, but he's got more. He's gonna be going, and he's got double robo. Yeah, indeed, he's gonna be having double robo. He's making a lot of Dragoons, a lot of Zealot, a lot of Shadow, a lot of High Templars. As for Terran, what is he making? He's making +3 weapons and maybe +2 armor. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, no, just +1 armor. Some vultures, some Goliaths, some tanks, some turrets, some command centers. Is what these guys are gonna be having on the table here. As we're gonna be about possibly just halfway in this nice encounter. Mind Dragon, very good though. It's gonna be the Shadow flying in. Looks like Royo is completely preparing for it. He's looking for those openings. He's got a science vessel. He's got more forces in the back. We need to have a base coming up here. It looks like Rain doesn't have yet the money to actually go for that expansion. I would say Rain need to transfer more probes from his maybe this base to somewhere else. I'm not so sure exactly. But anyways, what the heck did Royo scan? He scanned the presence of these other bases. I think. Yeah, anyways, the game is still going on supply wise. Rain is not that much ahead. He's gonna make more gateways, which is nice. He needs to start to make a lot more gateways from the right side. Looks like there's gonna be a possibility of an expansion at the bottom left on the screen. So I think usually in these kind of scenarios Protoss could be ahead if he was able to establish a corner here at the bottom left, but he's not able to do so. So I think at the current position it's gonna be Roy who's slightly advantaged, maybe, just maybe, because things can swing at, by the blink of an eye. It's gonna be +3 weapons and +1 armor for Terran. Very strong upgrades. Protoss has got +2 weapons and +1 armor. Okay, there's gonna be a drop here. Very nice storming. This is reminiscent of the game between Rain and another Terran player that who he played in the quarterfinal. I don't remember. Oh my god, freaking graveyard for tanks. One item has got so much storm, but he storms the Zealot instead, which is not really needed at this point. But anyways, this turret will fall. The Shadow is gonna die. That's fine. Rain bleeded a lot of forces in that engagement, but that's fine because he bleeded only Shadow and Zealot and High Templars. He didn't bleed the Dragoons. Dragoons are the most inefficient unit in TVP from the Protoss side, but triple Shadow coming out. That's a lot of stuff. What's inside these cargoes? Let's just quickly check. Is it narcotics? No, it's just gonna be some Zealot and some High Templars. Anyways, this base is gonna try to go up here. These cannons gonna get cancelled, but there's gonna be an observer. There's gonna be some Mind Draft with the Zealot. He can actually go for the Mind Draft with the Zealot. He needs to land it on the tanks here. There's gonna be some major battle. It looks like at the last minute Rain's gonna back up the command center. Excuse me, this Nexus is not yet going up just yet, but looks like he's gonna allow it to fall, and he's gonna change his angle of attacking. And Terran needs to return around right away. Need to not forget about this base. The tank need to unsiege, and looks like Rain is not attacking. He's waiting. Where is he gonna try to go? He's gonna try to go here. There's a lot of tanks in position here. The tank's gonna, looks like we're having a small engagement. The Shadow's gonna fly right through. This is gonna be a 4 Shadow attack. Crazy insanity. High Templar casting several storm on several Dragoons, tanks, and these forces coming from the left side is gonna eat up so much storm, but nice EMP. So many items that got this energy destroyed, and these tanks are still alive. Very nice attack, and that's gonna be the moment for Protoss to back up. There's gonna be some more Mind Drag, but that's gonna be the end. The Science Vessel lives. The Science Vessel live for the time being. Where are these Dragoons going? I don't know. Anyways, they are gonna fly out of here, and the game's gonna continue. We'll be having the 6th base, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th base here for Protoss. As for Red Terran, he's got this new base. So Royo's looking very good. And Rain is gonna switch to something else like carriers or arbiters. No, it's not advisable at this point. He's lost a lot of forces. I need to continue to use Shadow. He's gonna continue to use Shadow. He's gonna land a Zealot or 2 here. Very good D Matrix, but this Shadow's gonna be able to fly right past everything. We need to actually have a Wraith in these positions, and actually the turrets have not been remade. And yeah, there's gonna be High Templar casting a good storm on the SV. No return, whatever, from this SV. He's gonna pick everything up. There might be an EMP, but it's not good enough. And he's gonna fly and hide in the corner. We need to actually make a Wraith. I can tell you, when you go for these kind of games as Terran, you need to make Wraiths, because Wraiths, just one Wraith would clear so many problems. Just position the Wraith right here. It's gonna be the way to play this game here. But we still have a lot more cargo, a lot more narcotics inside these Shadows here. A lot of High Templars getting ready to deploy themselves, and there's gonna be a nice attack. He's gonna come in here and do a Mind Drag, and he's gonna cast a storm. He's, oh my god, too slow reaction, and now the turret's gonna be up, and he actually can go for this base if he remembers. There's gonna be some openings there, and he's gonna try to fly here. There's nothing here. He's gonna fly right past everything. There's gonna be no siege position. High Templar will cast a storm. Beautiful storm and nice EMP, but at the last minute it was not meant to be. This Shadow will die, but there's still another Shadow with High Templars. One more High Templar just hiding in the back here. Terran is gonna try to come in here. Protoss on 7 bases, Terran's on 5. The game is looking very strong. And yeah, these tanks are heavily upgraded. I think +3 weapons to +2 armor. Not going for the 3rd armor upgrade. I see. I don't know why. Maybe he doesn't have the money for it. He's got a lot of gas though. Anyways, more attacks gonna be happening. Rain is maxed out and Royal is not. Finally, we have a Wraith. So this Shadow will die, and this Wraith Wraith is gonna patrol this area very nicely here. Very good move for Royal. This is what all Terran players should do on Radeon. This is the only way to win on Radeon. Anyways, Protoss is going to try to attack against the potential third base. This base has been mining for a while, so it might not be wise. Turrets start to go up, guys. So it looks like Royal is going to try to stretch out his turret, lines here. The nice attack. The shuttle is going to fly in, but there are a lot of turrets. So all of these shuttle would die. So I don't know how much, efficiency that is. Yeah, he's going to trade some Zelle. He walks right in. The tank's going to be able to siege here. The Terran Dragon is going to attack, but without the 4 shuttle, it's going to be very hard. Zelle's going to try to attack the other tanks and try to do some good mine drag. But this one D-Matrix tank is buying so much time. It's going to be the moment for him to back up, kill the Science Sisters and go. Kill the Science Sisters and leave. He doesn't even get the Science Sisters. He's going to try to move all the way back, and the game is going to reset a little bit here. More crazy attacks happening. These tanks is going to siege. And looks like that was a nice engagement for Royal. He traded very nicely. There's going to be more turrets in these corners, and looks like Rain doesn't have some visibility of that base. But anyways, we're going to be having more shuttle flying across the map now. 4 high temperatures, 4 Zealot, very good. There's going to be just a few tanks because the turrets have not yet been recreated. Zealot dropping, and high temperature is going to cast a good storm against the SCV. So many SCVs are falling. He's going to cast a good storm against these other tanks as well. He will cast more storm. There's going to be turret here to destroy these shuttle, and I think every single shuttle would die. That's going to be slightly unfortunate. There's going to be another nice splash damage, and this base has been cleared out. But Royal's got presence on this other side of the map, and he's going to try to hold on here. Behind this, Protoss is going to be making a lot of gateway, a lot of robo. Any switch intact, no switch intact. He's going to be going for plasma shield upgrade and armors upgrade. So Protoss has got what now? +3 weapons and +2 armor. Terran's got +3 and +2. He's not going for the armor 3 upgrade. I don't understand. If you're a Terran player, please let me know. Is there any reason in the goddamn world why after 25th minutes of gameplay you don't have the +3 weapons, +3 armors upgrade for Terran? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to be having some drops now. There's nothing here. Just some turrets. There are no bases. He's gonna try to fly across the map. Beautiful storm. Behind this, the shuttle will fall for sure, but they're able to unload a lot of stuff. They will go right here. The command center is gonna start to float. He need to kind of, pull the weak one back. He does pull the weak back. He's gonna cast some good storm. He's gonna storm more. Storm more. He will storm some of the SCVs, but not, and many of them were destroyed. Casting a storm against the tank and morphing into Archon. It was nice. These forces need to come back here. This item is gonna be hiding on the high ground and attacking the command center. Is not really a good move, but yeah, just gonna be very nice attacks, and that has bleeded out a lot of the Terran SCV line. But these SCVs are still alive. Look at how damaged they are. So sick and fragile. And what is another word I'm looking for? Give me some words, guys. Sick, fragile. Nimble, no, that's not the right words. Anyways, we are at the 26 minute mark of the game, and Terran is holding out strong. Protoss is trying waves after waves to break the Terran conclave, but it's not possible, and it's gonna be another attack here. He keeps on attacking this base, and I don't like it. This base cannot be assaulted, and the value to gain here is not much. Just think about either attacking the middle area or attacking this base, or going for something else, because now Terran is going to be going up to 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 bases. Protoss got 7 bases as he's going to get transferred here. There's gonna be more attacks happening here, and Protoss has run out of ideas. He's still kind of maxed out, but Terran is gonna get maxed out as well. Only 6 more supply. We might have another attack on this other side of the map. I would just say attack these areas and clear them out and just back up. Anyways, more attack happening here. The tank line here isn't so dense. He could try, and he's gonna have to back up. A nice EMP on those high temperatures would be great here, but he's not able to cast these EMP. These high temperatures are juicy. Of course, they have the energy upgrade, so each of them can actually cast 3 storms. But anyways, he's running out of ideas. He needs to just make more shuttles. I think just make more shuttles. Anyway, there's gotta be a pylon in the corner here. Of course, that minefield sees everything. We might have another attack on this right side of the map. And looks like Rain is running out of ideas. He's maxed out. He needs to make more forces, make more observer, makes more everything. Okay, carriers. Finally, we have carriers. Does Royal? No. Okay, he saw, and it's gonna be what is it now? How many carriers do we have? Let me just see. Let's see how far on the carriers. Okay, there's gonna be 4 carriers right away. Looks like there's gonna be a small engagement, but on the side of the map, the cannon's gonna get recreated. And 3,000 minerals. Beautiful storm against the tank. I mean, Protoss. This is the way to play Protoss: is to invite the tank into your territory and just cast storms after storm into the incoming army against the tanks, and they do the full damage against the shields, or rather the armor of the tank. So that's exactly what he's gonna try to do. Royal is attacking the top left, and that's not the right idea. You need to attack the top right. Anyways, more storm. No, looks like at the last minute things are gonna get pulled back. The Science Sisters is gonna try to do a nice EMP. Looking for that EMP, but it's not happening. How many carriers do we have now? We have 4 carriers. Do they actually load up the interceptor? They are. They are loading up the answer to the carry. Is going to try to go towards this other base now. It's going to be high tempo moving down. I need to actually save themselves. Oh my god, he's going to be able to cast a storm. These tanks are going to get toasted here. More storms. More storm. Very nice. And only one tank is within reach of the cannons. Looks like there's going to be tanks moving to the side of the map. Is there going to be a counter attack? There's going to be a counter attack. The Shadow's going to fly right in. There's nothing here though. This base will fall. The cannons will all fall. So Terran's going to try to attack. And I think this base is going to finally coming up for Protoss, which is going to be nice here. What is going to be the next move now? It's going to be carries coming out and not enough Goliaths in position to support this army. The Goliaths are kind of far back and the tank's gonna fall. He's gonna need to go for the forward tank first and wait, hope for the support of this one single cannon in the back. The carriers are gonna fall back here. Nice D-matrix. The carriers will attack one of the weaker tanks and just pull back. There's gonna be more carriers morphing in. The tank's gonna move forward. There's gonna be an arc on it. The tanks are sieging. Heidelberg could actually cast a storm. Very nice storm against these tanks. Now the carriers gonna move towards the left side of the map and attack once again. The Goliath's gonna be very, very strong here, but looks like the carriers pull back at just the right moment and Royo is not able to hold anymore. More storm happening. More storm happening. Heidelberg could cast storm. So many storm attack the Goliaths. He does some good attack on the Goliaths and that's gonna force all the Goliaths to fall. Very, very nice attacks of him. And okay, more storms and the number of Goliaths have fallen down. Behind this Terran has Protoss has wiped out this base. Does Rain know about the high ground? He's gonna get on high ground now, and it's gonna be some slight problem. The number of carries is still very, very high. More storm. He's waiting 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. One Heidelberg gets sniped right away, but the number of Goliaths is very, very thin. Zelle coming out to support and do some mind drag against the Goliath. Looks like the last of the tanks have fallen. These carriers can back down and wait for the support of the cannon, which is nice here. All of the whatever Goliath's gonna move in here, but actually the cannons will buy so much time and more a lot from the high ground. This base has got clear out. This base has got clear out, guys. Looks like supply has plummeted. For Royo is down to 133 and 192 for Rain. More attacks happening here. The guy's gonna try to target Interceptor, but Rain has got a lot of money. He's got so much money, he doesn't need to worry about anything. We're gonna be having the floating command center on the side of the map. These carriers gonna try to come out and attack once again. The tank needs to siege. The tank needs to siege, and there's gonna be just 2 more cannons approach to get on high ground. Maybe he doesn't need to get on high ground because that's fine, because that base is kind of coming out anyways. These forces are gonna try to move across the map. This Nexus need to go up. Looks like Rain is kind of occupied somewhere else. He's gonna try to attack. Only 3 tanks remained and some Goliaths. He can actually go for these forward tanks. This Nexus will fall, but maybe he doesn't care. He doesn't really care. Looks like we're gonna be having this. Yeah, this base is gonna finally go up here. These turrets are still alive. Very, very annoying. This base will fall. The tank will try to attack, but these carriers have being able to actually group themselves up. How many carriers do we have? We will have 10 carriers. Of course, some of them don't have the Interceptor, but they have the high ground advantage. More attacks happening here. The rest of the Protoss forces are gonna try to converge at the top right, but they will meet some tanks in the middle map. Very, very nice attacks. How many carriers remains? We still have 10 carriers, but no more tanks. The tanks we have to fight. What kind of upgrades do we have on the carriers? I cannot see the upgrades, but I think they have +1 weapons and +1 shield and +1 armor. I don't know about the weapons. Maybe the weapons is not finished yet. They are still on the way maybe. But anyways, number of tanks are falling very, very quickly here. And after this last battle is over, I think Rain is gonna have the advantage. He's ahead by about 40 supply. Dragoons popping at just the right moment. Only 1 tank is siege. The rest of the tanks are not sieging, and that tank falls. That tank falls. The number of interceptors falling fast though. Not able to destroy that one last tank. Not able to destroy that one last tank. Go for the last tank. He's gonna try to go for the glides. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but he kills some forces. But that tank is a freaking thorn in the eye. A freaking, I don't know, pickle in the nose, guys. Anyways, this tank's gonna be finally on the high ground here. The Hydras need to cast that storm. They have enough energy for storm. They will cast good storm against the tank on the low ground, and more storm. We have a Dark Templar that comes out to save the bases, and that Dark Templar is going to start to do some magical work on these tanks. Only 1 tank on the high ground. More Dark Templar coming out. 1 Dark Templar on the low ground. It looks like there's a turret there to see, so that's good. What else is happening anywhere that is worth noting on this map? I don't think so. I don't want to check other places because the action is happening right here. Crazy insanity. We have 3 tanks remaining, a couple of Goliaths, but these carriers are so strong, and Hydra because they are strong from the high ground. It's gonna be the end. There's gonna be no way that Royo can survive after this. I mean, he still have a new base here, but that base will easily get taken out. So if you enjoyed this cast so far, you can feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is gonna be in the description, because I sense that our friend Royo is gonna GG the moment his last 3 Goliaths fall. There's gonna be an Archon to actually finish up the job as well. He will clear the turrets, and the game will go on from this Nexus. We actually need to get saturated, but maybe it doesn't matter. The last of the Goliaths have fallen. These carriers are so strong. How many carriers do we have here? I think it's easy, something like I don't know, maybe something like 10, 11, but it looks like he's gonna push the rest of the Goliaths back. And 5 Dragoons against 7 Goliaths. Some tanks coming to reinforce in the back, and this is not the way to feed the Protoss throw with your army like this. You need to actually move together, but he cannot he cannot afford, he doesn't have the leisure to actually go for, you know, very nice composed army attack. He needs to just go all out because he's down, you know, in bases, he's down in supply, he's down in army, he's down on the ground, he's down in the air, and the last attacks might be, he looks like Royo is refusing to GG, but at last minute he's gonna GG. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed this cast video, buy me coffee. Remember that my Zelle account is namkraftvn@gmail.com. See you soon. Bye bye.